His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing white trunks, trimmed in black. He is training out of Bob Chaney's Mixed Martial Arts in Marietta and BJJ Revolution in San Diego by way of Temecula. He weighed in 155 pounds. He brings to the cage a record 14 wins with 5 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Gabe Godzilla Ruediger. Once again, Larry Landless, our referee for final instructions.
Okay, guys, you heard my rules. Any question, blue corner. Any question, red corner. Touch gloves. Get ready to rock and roll.
We're all set for the first rounds of the undefeated Vander Braga against the battle-tested and very cagey Gabe Godzilla Ruediger. If someone's going to take the O away from an undefeated fighter, Godzilla Ruediger is a guy who can do it.
Definitely has the tools. What he needs to do is keep this fight standing. Vander Braga, great jiu-jitsu stylist, very top-centric with his submissions. If he can get this fight, he can get on top of Gabe Ruediger, it's going to be a very, very tough way for Gabe to win this one.
Gabe Ruediger, very smart fighter. Not going to fall into any traps very easily. And it seems that, we talked about his Ultimate Fighter snip, but it seems that since he's been back from that, he's got a renewed dedication, and he really has been on top of his training, his fighting. He's making weight no problem, and he's really looked better and better every fight since he's been back.
He really has. In this sport, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. You have to continually to evolve, continue to up your skills, make your toolbox bigger in every way, shape, and form.
Well, one of the things not in Ruediger's toolbox tonight appears to be the audience. A lot of Braga fans here cheering him on.
Definitely. If one of your favorite fighters only fought every 6 years, you get pretty pumped when he did too.
It may also be easier to rhythmically chant Braga than Ruediger. Just saying, from a musical standpoint, he might have an advantage there.
It's hard to rhyme with Ruediger, isn't it?
Yeah, it's also hard to trade with Ruediger. Braga willing to do it. Braga in the black trunks with white letters, red trim. Gabe Ruediger with mostly white trunks with black trim. Nobody's seizing any major advantage here. This, in my opinion, would absolutely be a testament to respect and skill. Both of these guys know that they're looking at a loss that could come very easily at the hands of the other guy. Nobody taking any unnecessary chances yet.
Yeah, they're both doing a good job of kind of feeling each other out. Ruediger throwing out some jabs there. Braga moving, countering. He's even switching his stance here and there. Both trying to get the timing of the other guy down to either shoot him for the takedown or get their strike out there. One of them needs to really commit to something here soon.
Ruediger getting a little bit closer now with his hands. He's pulling with that jab. There you go. You see right there. He's put a little right hand behind it. Nothing full force yet. He's pulling the punch a little bit, but.
Another leg kick landed by Braga. There's a couple landed by him. That's pretty much the only strikes landing so far this fight.
This is an odds maker's nightmare, I think. This fight is really evenly matched. And the fact that it started out so measured with just 35 seconds left in the first round, and that maybe being the first telling blow by Braga, that right hand.
Yeah, good counter right hand by Braga. Ruediger came in, committed to a combo just outside of range. Braga came in, boom, hopped him one.
Ruediger's the kind of guy, though, if this fight stays evenly matched and measured, nobody really taking chances, Ruediger will step up. He will step up and start pushing the action into pace. He'll understand that this fight could get away from him on the scorecard. So if Braga remains cautious, my guess is that going into the second round, Ruediger will not.
All right. Kind of a tough round to score there. A lot of leg kicks, a couple leg kicks landed by Braga. Good counter right hand. Not a lot of action, though. It's going to be hard to judge.
It's a tricky situation as a fighter. These guys want to put on a show. They want to entertain. Crowd didn't boo. I would say the only time I disagree with the crowd tonight was when they booed Jay Silva and Ray Lozama, mostly Silva. But I think we're looking at an educated crowd, and they know what they were looking at just there.
Yeah, again, it's a feeling out process. You want to kind of figure out your opponent. You know, you watch film on your opponent, you train for him, you get your training partners to kind of emulate him. You have your coach work up a game plan for him, but until you're in there with the opponent, you never really know exactly what you're dealing with. And either either spending time trying to figure out your opponent, or you're going in there uneducated. So here's hoping these guys kind of got the first round out of the way. They're ready to start committing and working on their attacks.
Yeah, there's a definitely visual difference between lazy and tired and gassed versus being really calculating and careful. And both of these guys really kind of held back a little bit just to be safe and not lose on the first round. I get a feeling that the Pandora's box of abuse is about to open up right here.
Ruediger landing the leg kick. Braga saying, hey, I'm fine, do it again.
Round number 2 just underway. Gabe Godzilla Ruediger, white with some black trim. Wander Braga, black with the white letters, red trim. Braga undefeated at 10-0. Ruediger not caring so much. Looking to put that hash mark there with a slash on the right-hand column.
Oh, good counter right hand. Straight to a guillotine.
With the right hand and a guillotine. That's what I'm talking about. Gabe Ruediger will rise to the occasion.
And that's a tap. That is a guillotine win. Gabe Ruediger ends the 10-fight unbeaten streak by Wander Braga by submission of all things against the Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
Wander Braga, an elite fighter, undefeated, but not Mothra, not taking down Godzilla. I watch a lot of unnecessary TV.
Braga visually upset. Again, a great right hand, stunned Braga, dropped him and gave Ruediger the chance to jump him to the submission. Veteran move by Gabe Ruediger. You see your opponent hurt, you go for the kill, and he was rewarded with a submission win in the second round.
Gabe Ruediger just delivered the goods. A right hand that landed on the button, and then with no hesitation, he threw it right into a guillotine choke and finished it. Very impressive. See it right here once again. Ruediger, right hand, left hook misses. And he knows he's getting close, and there's a shot. It just grazed the chin. The bigger damage was actually done by the guillotine choke. He got the hook in, he crossed the legs, and that was it.
Very, very deep choke. Braga trying everything he can to get out of it. Only one thing left to do, tap out.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 58 seconds of round number 2, referee in charge, Larry Landless, stops the contest due to a guillotine choke tap out. Our winner, Gabe Godzilla